Falcon Paladin fans? This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Legacy of the Void, and this is going to be a game between soO and INnoVation here on Parasite. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we've got the Red Terran player. His name is INnoVation. And in the top left-hand corner, his opponent, the Blue Zerg player, going by soO. Yes, these are two of the top 5, top 10, maybe top 5 StarCraft players in all the world going at it from a replay that was sent by Wardy. Really great guy, really great caster. Link to his Twitch stream and website in the description. Go ahead and check him out. I promise you will not regret it. Okay, the last time I cast a game between INnoVation and soO, it was incredible. It deserved an epic tag, and I gave it an epic tag. I'm not entirely sure if that will be the case this time, but it's always a possibility. Pool first from soO. This is a really big map, though. This Scouting Overlord is not even halfway across the map, even with its brand new 0.9 move speed without an upgrade. Let's see what the name of this is. Cleaning Bot. Yes, it's a weird map. Wardy does tournaments on weird maps. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe just to mix it up. Maybe just to mix it up a little bit, but I like it. I honestly do. All right, so pool first here from soO into a hatchery. And he's honest. You notice he's not sending his overlords to check for proxies. Well, I guess he is now. I guess he sent this one to check for proxies a little bit. He's going to head over to this right way to check for proxies. So he'll know they're coming, and the pool first actually shuts that down pretty easily if that's what INnoVation was doing, but he's not. INnoVation is going for a Reaper, and this Reaper's name is Reaper Trump. Every time Trump gets a kill, Falcon Paladin must use his best Trump voice and say, "You're fired." Okay, I'll do it in a Trump voice when he actually gets a kill, though, because it's not a guarantee. Although it is INnoVation. It is INnoVation controlling this Reaper. He's going to have a better chance than really any other Reaper we've ever cast to get a kill, although that means it's against soO, so maybe not. Perhaps it evens out. Perhaps this Reaper is doomed to just play defense, as he is. Oh, look at him playing defense. Worried about Lings coming across the map to kill this SCV and pause construction on the command center, but it's not even happening. The mind games. Oh, it is happening. This is why the Reaper stays home. Yeah, is he going to get a kill? Is he going to get a kill? You're fired. And another kill. You're fired. Excellent. All right, so Trump the Reaper has 2 Ling kills because those Lings were sneaking down. This minimap is, I mean, it's big, but the things are small because it's so big, if that makes any sense. It's a very different experience compared to one of the smaller maps. All right, so Reaper moving across the map. Reaper Trump trying to see what he can do. This is apparently not President Trump. This is Apprentice Days Trump, where he was a reality TV star rather than President of the United States, going in on his 2nd year now. Moving, Reaper checks to see. Reaper Trump says, "Is there a 3rd hatch anywhere?" No, there is not. This drone thinking about taking a 3rd hatch. Down here. Snuck it past you. Snuck it past you, Reaper Trump. Sorry, dude. You can't cancel this unless you get there now, and no, it's impossible. You can't teleport. You don't have teleportation powers, unfortunately for you. All right, so what do we got? Got Hellions. The Mad Max Hellions for INnoVation. All right, Mad Max Hellions are here. Is my music on? It is. Is it on continuous music? Why are my sounds always messed up? It is continuous music. Where are you, music? I need you for things. It helps me get hyped when I hear StarCraft music. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, it's boring Protoss music. What are we going to do? Well, it's INnoVation and soO. I shouldn't need music to hype me up anyway. All right, so this is, let's see, going to post on a Monday. Okay, what I'm going to try to do here with my Far Cry series. The plan, as you might already know, based on how it works out over this weekend, last weekend, I know it's time travel. It's really confusing how this works out when I have a week buffer, basically, is I am absolutely planning on finishing Far Cry 4 before Far Cry 5 releases. Not Far Cry. Far Cry is not actually anything. Far Cry 5 releases, so we can kind of catch that hype train a little bit. So the plan is to do that before March 28th, which is the release date of Far Cry 5, which is set in America, by the way, which I'm very excited about. Anyway, so I'm going to try to do that, and I think I'm going to do it with YouTube streaming. I'm going to try the YouTube gaming thing and try to do my Far Cry there, maybe post 1 or 2 videos on my regular channel, but for the most part, be there. So if you want to see me play Far Cry, it's there for you. Right on YouTube. You don't have to go to Twitch or anything like that. And if you want to see me play StarCraft, it's largely going to be what I upload to the channel. Tried a Hellion drop, did INnoVation, but Queens were ready. Queens said, no, I don't think that's allowed. Are these more Hellions? Oh, Hellbats. Double Hellbat attack at the 3rd base. Hellbat's trying to get into the natural base. Queen's shutting that one down, and Ling's thinking about shutting it down at the 3rd base, but no, absolutely not. These Hellbats are not going to allow it. So 2 Queens come down. maybe with some Link support. The ones trying to threaten the natural are pretty well taken care of. These Hellbats actually chasing those queens away with the support of a Reaper Trump here. Roach pops out. Roaches are what you want in this situation. Roach Queen is actually fantastic here. Yeah, the Roach is shoving this away, and soO's prepared. I mean, this is how you play Zerg. You drone and drone and drone and drone until the very last possible second, and then make units and defend with them. And sure, your third base took about 50% damage, but you're alive. You didn't lose any drones, which is kind of the major part here. And you didn't really even lose all that many units. One Roach died. One Roach died in that attack, and 4 Hellbats went. Liberator actually is getting some drone kills at the natural base before Queens take her down. 3 drone kills for a Liberator. Perhaps not what you're looking for if you're INnoVation, but you'll take whatever you can get against soO here. And yeah, these Hellbats still trying to threaten the natural, but not really working out all that well. Hellbats coming home. Yeah, Mad Max Hellbats with spiky shields. They kind of look... I don't know what they look like. I like them, though. I like them. Maybe not as much as the Hellion Roadster Mad Maxers, but anyway. Anyways, third base in production here for INnoVation, starting with tanks, starting with Stim. This was played with the Game Heart interface, which is just so nice for casters, especially for solo casters, where you can see drone count kills and be like, oh yes, there's an attack happening. If you don't spot it in advance, like I did this time, check me out. Liberator at the main base. Wha-bam! Drones going down. Liberator assault's been pretty effective. 3, 4. All right, 4 kills on that one. Spore Crawler tries to get in position. Queen stabbing away too. I mean, you want to do this? I guess you might kill this Queen. Queen, get out of there. Good job getting out of there in time. soO knows how to do this. There's also another Hellbat attack in the natural base. An attempt at the at the third here is doing a lot better. Attempt at the natural base getting shut down again. soO protecting his natural extremely well. The main and the third base maybe not as well. But Queen does take down that Liberator. Total number of drones killed is 8 thus far. It is still 58 to 49 Harvesters, and the third base is happily running for soO. Empty Medevac trying to fake soO into making more units here at the third base, but no. More Hellions rolling up for INnoVation, and he's transitioning into Bio. That's what that Stim is, the Combat Shield, the +1. Getting some Marines here too. He's a very Bio-heavy player and always has been. Back, I guess, dating back to the first days I saw him play on Husky's channel, which is, I mean, Wings of Liberty, a long time ago now-ish days. But yeah, he's always been an incredible Bio player, showing a lot of potential. And I'm glad to see him still around. I just am. It just seems like a lot of the Zerg players from back in those days just aren't around anymore. Shelf life seems a little bit shorter. I don't know why. soO, though, he's been around for a while. I do like soO. He's one of my Zerg heroes for sure. Fourth base under construction here by soO, morphing right on in. Hellions trying to shut that down, but nope, turning around. They are going to do it here. This attack with the Marines and the tanks actually detracting most of the attention from soO's army. And, oh, big old Ling attack at INnoVation's attempt at a third base location. Lings are everywhere, going after all of the things, forcing cancels on barracks, refineries. Might force a liftoff here at this third base, but no. Hellions and Marines going to clean that one up. Oh, target fire down the third. They do get the third base. Marines here finishing it off. Tanks, Roaches, Ravagers, and Queens trying to finish them off. Tank left behind. Poor Tank. No more tank evacs for you. INnoVation, Tank does die, but snapping off that third base was a big deal. Big deal. Are there still... Oh, there's mutas flying into the third base now for INnoVation. Are you kidding me? 14 SCVs have gone down thus far. 15 total. 16 now. Mutas flying into the main base. I think this caught INnoVation by surprise. He's just now making missile turrets. That was a nice little back and forth there from these players. soO lost his third, which he'd rather not have done. But at the same time, picking off 16 SCVs and effectively shutting down INnoVation's third for a good couple minutes. Likely worth it. I think that's a trade that he would make if he just had it staring at him. Like if there was a card where it said, you play this card. I guess I'm thinking like Pokemon or something here, but you play this card and you lose your third, but your opponent loses 16 workers and a lot of mining time and some stuff. And you say, deal. It's a deal. I can replace my third pretty darn quickly. It's harder for him to replace 16 SCVs. It takes longer. I think. I haven't done the math on that. Roaches, Ravagers, Lings against a Marine Hellbat tank composition here. Any upgrades for the tanks? No. But working on +2/+2 for this Bio. More SCVs dying. Where? I guess the mutas. Still trying to do stuff. They're going to come back and help with this. Nice concave coming in from soO, throwing down the corrosive biles on top of everything. Mutas coming in here as well. Just too much Zerg, I think. Too much Zerg. Tanks gone. Once the tanks are gone, the Bio, not quite enough, especially when they're outnumbered by this much. Some changelings in here as well by soO, because why not, honestly. APM for these players are well over 300 for soO, 286 on average for INnoVation throughout this game so far. Again, Muta's trying to finish this thing off. These guys +1/+1 with medevac support and a Thor here too. Ooh, the Thor's got 5 kills and 25 hit points. And actually, INnoVation is starting to push this back. Push soO back, reinforcing Lings are here. Lings are, I think, what you want against this very Marauder-heavy composition with a Thor. Yeah, the Hellbats are all dead. I'm pretty sure the Hellbats are gone. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Thor, tank, Marauders, 21 Marines. Yes, the Hellbats are gone. So Lings are going to be a lot more effective in that situation. soO also managed to take a 5th base in all of this, and his 4th base is happily miting as well. 3rd base back up for INnoVation. He can't keep him down for too long, but it is 71 to 52 Harvesters. soO is up and feeling good, honestly. Is working on some typical hooks. He's going for +2/+2 for his Lings and his Banelings, and I assume the Ultras is the end game here. Marines and Marauders coming in to threaten this 4th base location, and the Banelings, slow Banelings chasing these Marines away. Tanks getting left behind. Nice target firing, but are there enough Zerglings to finish? I just think there's too much Zerg here. Is what we're looking at. The Muta's going after the Liberator. Are the Marines target firing the Muta's? Corrosive Balls trying to finish it down. The Liberator is now dead. That was a huge pickup for soO. He needed that Liberator to die. Another Liberator shows up, though. Just no luck against INnoVation, as it turns out. Ravagers trying to Corrosive Bile it down. Not enough Ravagers to actually kill it. It's down to very few hit points, 33, but otherwise fine. 135 to 118 total supply. soO is up and feeling fine about it. Whew, Lings here for soO. Now, here's the thing about INnoVation. Yes, soO is up. INnoVation, the longer the game goes on, the scarier he gets when these upgrades start to kick in for him. He's got +2/+2 at 11.5 minutes, and he's just making more Marauders, more tanks, all sorts of things to take down. Oh, these Banelings are not going to morph in time. They do. They do morph in time. They almost have speed, but soO can't afford to wait. He's bringing them in anyway here. Muta's taking down that Liberator. Tank left behind again. Banelings getting some decent splash off, but also some nice target firing. Oh, the Corrosive Bile hits on that ramp by soO. That was a brilliant move from the Zerg player. Wow. That was fantastic, but still enough bio here to possibly take down this 5th base location. Muta's Banelings forced to fight. There are too many Marines. Lings trailing in just a few at a time. Oh, the backside attack with the Zerglings, though, actually doing a fantastic job of getting rid of those Marines, and the Liberator down to Corrosive Bile. Marauder gets picked off as INnoVation is forced to retreat. Wow. What a hold there by soO. I thought for sure that 5th base was going to go down, but nope. Backside attacks surround Zerg players. It's hard to do. I know you just want to A-move. It feels like a very A-movie race, and the Protoss and Terran fans are sagely nodding their heads. Yes, very A-move race. But if you can surround your opponent, which is not an A-move thing to do, and then come at them from different angles, it's a lot harder for Terrans to deal with, I have noticed. 4th base under construction here for INnoVation. 5th base is up and has been running for a while now for soO, and he's taking 6th base along this left side. Mutas, continued Mutas. Are we going Ling Bling Muta here? Haven't seen a Ling Bling Muta in a while on the channel. Seems like it's either like Ultra Hydra or Roach Ravager Hydra. Maybe some Banelings mixed in there as well, but soO is and has been a long-time proponent of Ling Bling Muta. Scarlet as well has been a big fan of it. But even now, in 4.1.4, which is what this game is played on, we're still seeing soO go for this. And, I mean, it's working. I would say it's working. He's up 182 to 156 supply against INnoVation, 79 to 64 Harvesters. INnoVation is working on +3/+3, which is a very scary thing to see for Zerg players. Mutas are flying into this 3rd base of INnoVation, trying to get some stuff done. There's a single missile turret here, which I'm not sure is enough unless, well, I guess the SCVs do a full repair, which they're doing. Refinery picked off. A couple supply depots picked off, probably, unless INnoVation repairs this one. He's worried about losing this reactor. Reactor down on that barracks. Thor comes waddling over to take it out. No upgrades on this Thor, actually. No upgrades on the Mutas yet either. +1 attacks coming in, but they're not ready to go. Taking some missile turret. Oh, swung around to the natural base. Some free SCVs down here before the Marines respond. 4 of them down. Marines waiting at the 4th base. These Mutas might be trapped. That might have been something that INnoVation was planning. All right, right up the middle. Go. Go, Mutas, go. Oh, man, did they manage to get out of there without losing a Muta? Maybe two, but now they're hoofing it away from the stemmed bio. All right, so that wasn't horrendous. Oh, maybe some free Marauders getting out there in front of the group, not able to shoot up. Either way, that kept INnoVation in his base for a while. soO is now maxed out, but as is INnoVation at 195 supply compared to soO's 200. And INnoVation says it's time to attack. When you're maxed out, you have to attack. You can't sit back and let the Zerg get up a bank, because they will. They'll keep expanding. They'll get a 7th base and an 8th base and a 9th base, especially in a map as big as this. then you're in trouble. 21 Banelings in production right over here for soO. And here it is. Banelings crashing on in here. Great splits on his Marines, though. Muta's trying to find a target fire. What? Some Marines. Are there enough Banelings remaining to target fires? There are just too many Banes. You can't target fire all of them. And a lot of Marines dying and explosions of green acid and goop. Just too many Banelings. Still 10 of them remaining. This group of Marines trying to finish off what's left of soO's army. The target firing, again, is fantastic, but it's just not enough. You can target fire all you want, but if there are 50 Banelings, it's not going to be enough. You can't kill them all before they show up and smash you in the face. INnoVation was expanding behind that attack, as a good Terran player will do. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth base. Fifth base just about constructed here for the Terran player. soO, on the other hand, is working on adrenal glands and a lot of lings and +3 melee attack and +3 armor. And does he have an Ultralisk Cavern? He does not. He has an infestation pit, which is real good. But no Ultra Cavern I find is very interesting. I mean, I guess INnoVation's good enough to know that ghosts are really great. Really great against Ultras, as are tanks, as are Liberators. So I just think maybe soO recognizes they're slow, they're bulky. Yeah, they're good if you can actually hit the Terran army, but they don't usually let you do that. Yeah, I don't see any sign. Oh, there it is. As soon as I say I don't see any sign of Ultralisk Cavern, soO goes for it. You can't waste the +3/+3 upgrades is the problem, right? If you have +3/+3 for your melee and you're not using it, it's just brutal. All right, so attack coming over this way for INnoVation. Ling scouts it. Is there a response of any kind from soO? Army? Yeah, army is heading over this way. Oh, maybe sort of. That mini-map blue blob is kind of confused here. Yeah, I think the 6 bases might be in a little bit of trouble here. Is INnoVation going to stop and try to attack this one or go deeper? Yes, he did. I don't think he knew about the 6 base previously, but he does decide to stop here. Drones retreating, Lings, Banelings rolling in. Baneling getting a nice hit off, and retreating is INnoVation from that location. Wow. His army moves up over this way here. Marines, Liberators, Thors, tanks. Oh, Ling run by in INnoVation's 3rd base location. And there's a Marine trying to take down soO's 7th along the right side. So much stuff happening right now. This is what you get when you cast really, really high level StarCraft. soO gonna lose his 5th base. No stopping it this time. It was already injured, and now it is totally gone here. soO sacrificing it just so now he can have 54 Banelings to use here. Yes, Ling's coming up the backside to kill off reinforcements. That is a move we've seen for a long time. Terrans want to stream reinforcements across the map like this, but you can shut it down by killing them with Lings and sneaking them around that reinforcement resupply line. Ultra's in production here. I'm not sure that INnoVation necessarily cares. He has a lot of Liberators here and Thors and fully upgraded Marines and a couple tanks. What the Liberator? Liberator attempt here at the 6th base location. Gets shut down pretty easily. It's 80 to 56 Harvesters. So many SCVs have died. 36 so far. And look at what soO is doing with Zerglings, you guys. Look at what he's doing. He's keeping INnoVation's units inside his own base so he can't join the fight at the front. They're popping out of barracks and immediately being faced with fully upgraded Lings with adrenal glands. Tank gone. Marines, Marauders gone. INnoVation needs to push here. He's losing SCVs. He's got Lings inside his main main base. There's not a mineral line anymore. His 3rd base is toast. A planetary fortress protecting his 4th and his 5th, which is really good. INnoVation decides it's time to go for it. But it is 193 to 180 total supply. soO is up. Doesn't seem insurmountable, though, but you just have to zoom out for this. And here we go. Coming in from all sides. Banelings in the bottom. Ultra right in the middle. Mutas at the top here, too. Just follow the explosions of green. Corruptors trying to get rid of these Liberators. Mutas trying to finish them off. Liberators going into anti-air mode to get rid of the Mutas, which is a brilliant move here, but it's just not enough. 151 to 128 total supply. Coming in for the counterattack is soO with some Zerglings and decides maybe to think better of it. Also expanding in the bottom left for an 8th base is the Zerg player. Resources lost 33,000 for soO and 40,000. I'm just kidding, 30,000 total for INnoVation. So more cost efficient, but soO has the answers here. Banelings are getting nice connections. Not enough to kill the Marines, but injures them immensely. Ultralisk does go down to the Liberator fire. Ling's trying to finish off what is left of these guys. Corruptors saying a Liberator count cannot get too high. There are 2 of them at this point. Couple drones going down to what? Liberators setting up at soO's 7th base. And again, continuing to push in here at the 6th base location. 8th base in the bottom left by soO is not doing anything. I think his attention happens to be elsewhere. Yeah, see these ultras die? Maybe not as good. Maybe not as good as you guys think at the lower levels. You know what to do against them. Alright, so Wings chasing these Marauders down. Corruptors finishing off Medivacs. Is it going to be enough? I don't actually know. Tank, poor Tank. Ever since Tankovac stopped being a thing, more tanks have died, I feel like, than they ever did before. Straight unsupported Ultra, not that good when sitting in Liberator circles with tank support, but it's still 133 to 119 total supply. soO is up, but can he protect this 6th base? INnoVation wants to kill it so bad, but Bailing's coming down the ramp. Oh, the explosions, the humanity. Yeah, INnoVation refusing to give up here. Ultralisk's dying in egg, which is definitely something INnoVation wants to see. Killing them in there is a lot easier than killing them out here, but it's working, man. Look at these Liberators. Corruptor Ball is not big enough to kill the Liberators before they take down the Ultras. 1 Ultra remaining against Marines and Marauders. Marauders with the +3 attack. And the stim, this guy chasing him down, but he only has 1 kill, and he finally does explode and succumb. Corruptors finishing off a couple more of those Liberators. Yeah, this is getting an epic tag. This game, insanity. 156 to 95 total supply. I just think the income might be the difference here. 2,700 compared to 1,700. Another minor attack here. INnoVation just scrapping his way, trying to win this thing. Liberator down. Medevac's down too, which makes this small group of bio even less effective than they previously were. soO has doubled up INnoVation on supply right now. Lings chasing down Marauders. Lings chasing down Marines. Planetary Fortress shoos this small army of soO away, but INnoVation's attempt to land a replacement 3rd base for the one that he lost is not going super well for him. I guess you could use Caustic Spray on it if it lands. Are they going to do it? I guess if you land the Ultras, just finish it off, and if it lifts, then the Corruptors finished it off. So this, yes, is a problem. This is a problem. Nerf INnoVation. Neil. More units dying up here at the 7th base along the right side. soO going to lose his 7th base location. So many Ultras right now. Ultra Ling, I don't think he cares about this Planetary Fortress at the moment. He's going to try to take it down, but there are units mixed in here with SCVs repairing and reinforcing units coming in here as well. Is there enough DPS from the Ultras to take it down? Ultras are dying, but they do get the Planetary Fortress. Corruptors trying to get rid of this Liberator that's trying to get rid of the Ultras. It's the circle of life. All the Ultras are gone, and the Corruptors are gone, and the Liberator lives with 0 kills to his name. But 21 SCVs died there. It's 81 to 19 total Harvesters. INnoVation, this might be a last gasp for him. He's down big time. He's down almost 100 supply. Ultras and Lings keep popping out for soO. This, I think, is what a realistic simulation of what Terran versus Zerg would actually look like, where Zerg just sends wave after wave after wave against the Terran player. You're fighting on creep. You're fighting off creep. Many of your units are dying. You're killing many more Zerg players, but it doesn't really matter, because they just are endless. He doesn't have chitinous plating? Wow, soO didn't have chitinous plating during this attack, or this whole game, actually. And there is your good game. INnoVation is defeated, and soO is victorious in 23 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, I say, that's all I got right now. I need more of these in my life. I may get them. All right, so that was crazy pants. I mean, that was just macro for soO. He ended up with 8 bases, 81 drones at the end of the game. He had 81 drones most of the game. Did lose 24 of them, but 24 drones lost in a 23-minute game isn't really all that much. 73 SCVs lost. Now, that was a big deal. soO played the aggressor here. 3rd base wiped completely off the map. Lings got into the main of INnoVation, into the natural of INnoVation, into this other base, this 4th base of INnoVation. Never really got a 5th base. I guess he did have a 5th base for a little bit here, but that died too. Yeah, INnoVation had the upgrades where his ground units had a smattering of Corruptors. Not too many Corruptors to where they couldn't handle the ground army. But man, Baneling hits were massive. 61 Banelings died, but that means countless more exploded on Marines as they intended to, and that was soO's vision, man. Ling, Bling, Muta until Ultras pop, then substitute the Mutas for Corruptors, and you got yourself a game. Oh, so it ended up being 50,000 resources lost for soO compared to 47,000 lost for INnoVation. So again, more cost efficient. It just didn't matter. Too many bases, too many units for soO. 311 Marines died in that game. 16 tanks, 22 Liberators, 4 Thors, 1 Reaper named Trump, 3 total bases. soO lost a couple hatches. 17 Ultras. That's a lot more than I thought. 32 Roaches, 33 Mutas, and 544 Zerglings in 20 minutes. He made 500 and had 77. He made more than 600 lings in a 23-minute game. How dumb is that? Shocker answer. It's really dumb. Okay, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with another edition of StarCraft Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.